Hello everybody, Zachary Fruhling, aka CozyAzeroth here. I am working my way through a number of old TI Basic or TI Extended Basic type-in programs from computer magazines from the 1970s, 1980s, and early 1990s. The program I'm going to work on today is called Siren. It's by Scott Williams and appeared in Home Computer Magazine, Volume 5, Number 6. I'm going to read the brief program description, get into TI Basic and the Classic 99 emulator, which emulates the TI 99 4A on a modern PC. Type the program in, run it, see what we can learn from it, and see what we can make it do. Okay, Siren. A police siren is a surprisingly complex sound to simulate. The sound, as first heard from a distance, is quiet. As the police car approaches, the siren becomes louder. Then the car passes and the siren becomes quieter, fading into the distance. This variation in amplitude is fairly easy to reproduce on the computer. The complexity lies in a simultaneous oscillation in frequency. To produce this sound effect in Program 5, we need to control two parameters: the frequency of the siren as the sound fluctuates up and down, and the volume of the siren as it approaches and recedes. The simplest way to achieve this sound effect is to place the frequency oscillation aspect in a subroutine located in lines 250 through 280. The main program then cycles through two for-next loops to control the increase and decrease in volume, calling the subroutine to play the siren. In nature, few things are as perfectly linear as for-next loops, so for the sake of realism, we added a further dimension to the routine. We placed both the volume and the pitch under the control of the sine function. Unfortunately, the sine function is not very fast. We have therefore eliminated it from the most repetitive areas of the program, placing a list of pre-calculated sine values in an array to save processing time later. We also have calculated the sine of z before calling the subroutine, rather than calculating it through every iteration of the while loop. Of course, it's not just a matter of the oscillating frequency of the siren and the volume. The pitch also changes as the siren is approaching and as the siren is receding from you because of the Doppler effect. And this program does not seem to take into account the Doppler effect. So let's magnify the program, let's get a good look at it first, and then let's get into Classic 99, get into TI Basic, and start typing. Let's type this program in and see what we can make it do. And make it nice and readable here. Okay, there we go. Siren. I think that's the entire program. Yeah, we can fit it on one screen. Great. Okay, let's get into TI Basic. Don't think we need Extended Basic for this. Okay, 100 remark siren. 110. Okay, dim S of 40. Oops, S of 40. 120. For x equals 0 to 3.14. Step 0.079. $130. C equals C plus 1. 140. S of C equals sine of x. 150. Next, x. 160. For z equals 1.57. 2. 0. Step negative 0.314. Okay, 170. Z1 equals sine of z. Make sure I got that right. Z1 equals sine of z. Yep, looks good. 180. Go sub 250. 190, next Z. 200. For z equals 0.2 to 1.57, step 0.5. To 10. This is line 210 is strange to me because it seems like the numbers just aren't adding up here. 0.2 to 1.57 step 0.5. I guess that works. It's not, the math just doesn't work out evenly, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, z1 equals sine of z, we did that. No, 210, z1 equals sine of z. $220, go sub 250. When we're done, we'll run it and see if we made any mistakes. 230, next z. 240, end. 250, for y equals 1 to 40. 260, call sound. Okay, it's like negative 100. S of y times 200 plus 440 times 200 plus 440 z1 times 30. That's all, I believe. Yep. 270. Next, y. And 280 return. And that is the last line. Okay, let's clear the screen. List out the program. And I want to double check a couple things just because some of this doesn't look like it's adding up. Let's check out line 120 first. For x equals 0 to 3.14. Oh wait, 120. Oh, x equals 0. Yes, okay. Right off the bat, there's a typo. For x equals 0 to 3.14, step 0.079. Okay. Let's check out line 200. For z equals 0.2 to 1.57, step 0.5. Okay. That's the one I'm not sure about there. 160, where z equals 1.57 to 0, step negative 0.314. 0.314, yes, that looks good. Okay, I think we did an okay job. Let's go ahead and run it. Can we get a siren? Not hearing a siren. Oh, there it goes. It's getting louder, for sure. Getting softer all of a sudden. And then does it just end when we reach the end? Oh, it does. Okay, it doesn't loop. So, not the most sophisticated program. Let's clear the screen again. List it out. Yeah, I think it would be better if some of these numbers worked out in even increments. I'm not sure what's happened here. I don't know Scott Williams, but I think this is probably not his best work. Let's get a screenshot of the whole program here while we're at it. And we'll run it one more time. There you go. It starts out really soft. There it comes. I think some of the 4 next loops would be better if the increments worked out, in sort of even fractions of the whole value. I'm not too impressed with this program. I mean, it's cute, it's Siren-like. It just seems a little clumsy. Well, there you go. That was Siren by Scott Williams from Home Computer Magazine. It was volume 5, number 6. Yeah, let's run it one more time while I'm giving my spiel here. In any case, I appreciate everyone watching this video. I've been doing a lot of TI 99.4a programming lately, retro programming, some of these old type-in programs, random ones, just random things that are just little footnotes in computer history, but I'm enjoying it. If you happen to be watching this after the fact on my YouTube channel, be sure to check out the rest of my YouTube channel. You can find it under my real name, Zachary Fruhling, or under my Twitch handle, CozyAzeroth, for lots more TI 99.4a content, retro programming, retro gaming, lots of World of Warcraft live streaming these days, and miscellaneous educational videos on a wide variety of topics of interest to me, both professionally and personally. And if you happen to be watching this live on Twitch, same thing. Check out my YouTube channel for all the above. And if you're watching on YouTube, give my Twitch channel a try under CozyAzeroth, a little nod to my favorite modern game, World of Warcraft. If you happen to catch me streaming live, feel free to say hi in the chat and or participate as you see fit. But in any case, I appreciate the enthusiasm for these retro TI 99.4a live streams, along with any likes and follows and especially subscriptions, which do help me out greatly in these challenging and troubling financial times. Thank you very much, and I'll catch everyone in the next video with the next TI Basic or TI Extended Basic program. Have a good evening.